be doing what you call problems aap karenge, right? Shall we? So here we start, one by one. Online children, is this legible? You can read this? Yeah, clear. Okay. Chale, aaiye. Let's start. I will help only into the diagrams. So it says, if a 1.5 meter tall girl, right? So there will be some building or lamp post. So let's first make our datum, which is very important. So this is our datum. A 1.5 meter tall girl stands at a distance 3 meters from a lamp post and casts a shadow 4.5 meter on the ground. Then find the height of the lamp post. Right? How should the diagram be? This is typically an NCERT type problem. So there is a lamp post. Let's make the lamp post like this. Is the height of the lamp post given? No. They say that the lamp post, a 1.5 meter tall girl stands at a distance of 3 meters from a lamp post and casts a shadow of 4.5 meters on the ground. Now, who is casting this shadow? So there is a shadow. So obviously there has to be a shadow, right? And then there is a girl also. The girl will also fall on the same line, right? So let's have our girl. So the girl will be somewhere here. Agreed? So this is our girl. Right? A, B, C, D, and E. Find the height of the lamppost. So the height of the lamppost is H, which is not known to me. And if a 1.5 meter tall girl, this girl is 1.5 meter tall, and she stands 3 meters from a lamppost. So this is 3 meters from a lamppost, and she's casting a shadow of how much? 4.5 meter on a lamppost, and cast a shadow of length 4.5 meters. Right? Now, these are some problems with CBSE problems, that the English is not clear. Whether the girl is casting a shadow of 4.5 or is it the tower? So let's read it once again. If a 1.5 meter tall girl stands at a distance of this and casts a shadow, so it's all about the girl. So the girl is casting a shadow of how much? 4.5 meters. Right? Then find the height of the lamppost. Actually, for this problem, you don't need trigonometry. You can, not Pythagoras, you can use Pythagoras, or you can use similar triangles concept also, though you don't know similar triangles. But I taught you that two triangles are said to be similar if their angles are equal. So if two angles are equal, look at this small triangle and look at the big triangle. This angle is common and these are 90. So both the triangles are similar. And if triangles are similar, then ratio of corresponding sides is same. So base of this by base of this should be equal to this one by complete this one. You'll be able to do. Have you understood the diagram, all of you? This is more of a similar triangle problem, less of a trigonometry problem. But when you do similar triangles, you will understand. But have you understood how the diagram has been made? Anyone has a doubt? Read the question once again. There is no point in me going fast. Read the question and try to appreciate. Have you understood? Look, I had a doubt whether this 4.5 meter is the shadow of the tower or the shadow of the girl. Then I reread the question. The question is all about the girl. If a 1.5 meter tall girl, so our subject is the girl. The subject stands 3 meters from the lamppost. Fine. And casts a shadow 4.5 and casts a shadow 4.5. So it's everything about the girl. Can we move ahead from this problem? Is it clear to everyone? Acha, how to do it? So we can write here solutions. Say triangle, though you have not learned similar triangle, but we will give an attempt. Triangle EDF and triangle ED. Oh, sorry. Why did I write EDF? Sorry, huh? This is triangle Hey, Bakul, you mute your line. Triangle CED. So how have I named it? CED. So this should be also named as AEB. And triangle AEB. So what should you write? You write angle E is equal to angle E. This is common. Children, this is little bit different from heights and distance, but doesn't make any difference that much, which is common. And you can write angle D from this side is equal to angle B from this side is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, triangle CED is similar to triangle AEB. How is it similar? By AA criteria. Actually, for similarity, three angles should be equal, but if two are equal, third is automatically equal. So once they are equal, similar, what can we do? Ratio of corresponding sides. So let's take the corresponding side. If you take CD from this side, CD of this side by AB of this side must be equal to DE of this side by BE of this side. Order should be same. CD, CD. So here it will be AB, AB. DE, DE. Then here should be BE, BE. And I think now you should be able to do it. CD's measurement is 1.5 over H is equal to 1.5 over H equals to DE, which is 4.5 over how much? 7.5. So 15, 3s are 45. 1.5 into 3 gives you this. So 3H should be equal to 7.5. That means H should be equal to 2.5. 2.5, 2.5 is 5. ठीक है आगे बढ़े Here's a similar triangles problem. Let's get into a trigonometry problem. Chalo, let's do this. Read the question first. Don't be in a hurry to make the diagram. Read it. So there's the tower. The shadow of the tower, when the angle of elevation of the sun is 45 degree, is found to be 10 meters longer when the angle of elevation is 60 degree. I think we've done this problem, but still we can do it. Shall we? Try it. So let's make our datum. This is our datum. And then we should have one tower. So this is our tower. It says angle of elevation of the sun. Do you understand what is angle of elevation of the sun? That means the sun is somewhere here and the shadow is cast in this manner. It says is found to be 45 degree when this shadow is 10 meters longer than 60 degree. So our diagram would be something in this order. Our diagram would be in this order. This is AB, which is the height of the tower. When you go near the tower, it will always be 60 degree. When you're far away, it is 45 degree. So this, let this be C, let this be D. At 45 degree, the shadow is longer. Longer by how much? 10 meters. That means at 40, when the sun is somewhere here, children, sun is somewhere here. So if you want to appreciate the sun, then let's appreciate the sun also. The sun will be right. So let's see the sun. The sun initially at 45 degrees here, and then the sun has gone here. Right? As the sun takes a higher altitude, the shadow size will decrease. So the shadow is decreased. However, the 45 degree shadow is 10 meters longer. That means this much portion is 10 meters. Find the height of the tower. Try to understand whether you could make the diagram or not. Try to find the height of the tower. So we will use tan of 45 for this problem. Tan 45 will give me how much? H by 10 plus how much? BC. I don't know what happens to BC. We know the value of tan 45. And then we can again take tan 60. Tan 60 is H by BC. In both the cases, H can be taken as common, right? So from here you get H to be 10 plus BC multiplied by tan 45, which is your one expression. And from here BC becomes equals to H cot 60, which is your H cot 60. ये समझ में आया? BC becomes H by tan 60. H by tan 60 is cot 60. Rather than writing reciprocal, it is in one line. Looks good. Shall we? Now I can equate 1 and 2. So we write from 1 and 2. In both of these, the left hand sides are same. Sorry. Oh, 1 minute, children. I made a mistake out here. H is equal to BC tan 60. Hey, you are not paying attention. Otherwise, you should have got this mistake of mine. So from 1 and 2, we can write 10 plus BC tan 45 is equal to tan 60. So you can now write tan 60 minus tan 45 is equal to 10. Did you understand this simplification? You take it this side, take BC common, right? So what do you land up with? You have BC, tan 60 is tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 minus tan 45, 1 by root 2. Agreed? Tan 45 is 1. Yes, 1 is equal to how much? 10. You have been given the value of root 3. So BC becomes equals to 10 divided by 0.732. So it is 1000 divided by 732. 1 point कुछ आएगा. Clear? अनन्या दिख रहा है वहां से? नहीं तो यहां बैठ सकती है ना. उतना कष्ट करके गर्दन में दर्द लेके क्यों बैठी है? Just check, have you understood this? Next one I will not draw. हाँ बोलिए. This is BC tan 60. You bring down BC tan 45. Then take BC common. Tan 60 minus tan 45. So you get BC. अभी रुकिए. In fact, you could have held the value also. Finally, H is what? H is tan 60 into BC. Right? So our value of H becomes equals to tan 60 is root 3 multiplied by 10 divided by 0.732. So this becomes how much? Root 3 is this. So this is 17.32 divided by 0.732. Okay. The next question, I will not draw the diagram for the first 2-3 minutes. Okay. You try to draw, all of you, because you have to attempt the diagram. Atra, how is it? More hotter than Hyderabad or less?
Sir, less.
हाँ, मजा ले रहा है इसका मतलब.
So how did we get that stuff of 10 plus BC 145?
10 plus BC 1045 is H.
No, sir.
This step.
Yeah.
ये 10 को उसी साइड रख दो and take the BC 1045 this side. So it is BC 1060 minus BC 1045. Now clear? These things will you need to get accustomed with. बहुत ज़्यादा होगा इस chapter में. Fine. Shall we go to the next one? This one, I will remain silent for 2 to 3 minutes. You read the question slowly, and if you are struggling, please bring out your struggle. Sir, I could draw only this much. I could not draw this. Can you explain how you did this? This time I will not help in diagram. Aap karo. Okay, all of you read it. It is quite possible you may not be able to do, or you may be able to do, but don't lose heart. Don't give up. धीरे धीरे कोशिश करो, हो जाएगा. Else I am there. Whenever ground is mentioned, children first make the horizontal ground. First ground banao. Ek horizontal line. Now read, on that line there is a point O. So mark one O. And from O, you will have one angle of elevation. Better make bigger diagrams. The more bigger you make, the clarity improves. Okay. Now, the tower is also very stylish in this question. You've got a tower, you have got a flagstaff also on that tower. Koshish karo. So just imagine, this is my tower, and this is flagstaff. So tower tak the angle will be less, until the flagstaff the angle will be more. Yeah. Shreya, able to get it? Don't lose heart at all. Go slowly and softly. There may be mistakes. Never mind. Ali, ho raha hai ki nahi? First make the ground.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure if it's correct.
No, don't worry. You may be wrong. Hey, Vakul, what multitasking are you doing?
शायद इसने वो मीट को म्यूट पे डाल दिया.
Vakul,
Sir,
what multitasking are you doing, dear?
think so.
What, mother-in-law has come or what?
No.
Then?
Taking it to sir.
Yeah, sure. You end it once for all. Amish, हो रहा है कि नहीं?
हाँ सर, brilliant.
बढ़िया. Once diagram. How about you, Aditi? Are you able to do it? Try. First make ground. Number one. After you have made ground, mark your point O. And then on the right side or left side, make one tower. On that tower, show some additional increment, which is the flag post. So your tower becomes something like ABC or XYZ. Right? So from O till the tower, there is one angle. From O till the flag post top, there is one angle. I have made it as simple as I could.
The distance not given.
If the length of the flagstaff is 15 meters, so shall I slowly try to make it? First, make the ground level always. Right? Once you have made the ground level, all you need to make is your tower. So let's make our tower. This is our tower. On this tower, we also have one flag post. Yes or no? So there is a flag mast also on this tower. Agreed. Then there is some point O. There is some point O. From that point O, you are having one angle for the tower and one angle for the flag mast. something like this. Agreed?
Yes.
Now automatically you try to think where the angle will be more. The taller a body you see, the angle is more, right? So what are the angles given to us? 30 degree and 60 degree. Elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. So X, Y, Z. So this is 30 degree and the bigger one is 60 degree. Fine. If the length of the flagstaff is 55 meters, so this portion is 5 meters. Find the height of the. So in this problem, something will be common. The base will be common for both the triangles. Take this as A. The base AZ will be common for both the triangles. Right? If I take the ratio of tan of 30, tan 30 gives me what? Tan 30 gives me the height of the tower, which is H. H over AZ. And if I take tan 60 gives me H plus 5 divided by AZ. Yes or no? Convert both in the form of AZ. What is the value of tan 30? 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 comes this side. So it will be AZ equal to root 3. 1 by root 3. Right? And here AZ becomes what? H plus 5 by root 3. Both are AZ. That means we will write root 3 H equal to H plus 5 root 3. Root 3 becomes 3. 3H minus H becomes 2H, which is equal to 5, or H becomes 2.5. Did you understand the calculation? Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3H minus H is 2H. 2H equal to 5. So H is equal to 5 upon 2. I said I will not help you. Hey, finger biting master, have you done it or not?
So I got a little bit confused on the flagstaff thing, so I went a little bit wrong, but I understood.
Acha, for one thing, forget the now tell me one thing, children. In these problems that you have been doing since last week, do you realize one thing? This part is pretty simple. The entire crux is making this. Do you agree or not? Right? So focus more how to break the question into your easy understandable language, even if it is say Swahili or some Mandarin, and then try to make this diagram. Diagram making is, if a diagram is wrong, your problem will come wrong. As simple as that. This is much more easier than identities. Believe me. Just because you all don't want to spend time here. Padho na isko. What is it written? Let's convert each and every word. Right? What is a common language I can speak apart from English? Maybe a little bit Hindi. From a point O on the ground, जमीन में एक point O ले लो. ये O, this should have been the point O, huh? From a point O on the ground, जमीन में, angle of elevation of the top of a tower means इस side एक tower है. Tower के ऊपर क्या है? Flag post है. So tower के ऊपर flag post भी बना लो. Angle of elevation of the tower is 30 degree and that of the flag post is 60 degree. If the flag post is 5 meter, find the height of the tower. अनुराग अभी इजी हुआ. ऐसे बेबी स्टेप्स में तोड़ लीजिए. Break it into as simple steps as if possible. And tower and flag stuff, you cannot make flag stuff separately. Nobody will make a flag which is at a shorter height than the tower. Flag is always supposed to be visible. है ना? Sir, I made a diagram, I made the flag stuff here. Bury that person and put the flag stuff on his burial.
I just didn't know if we had to join the flagstaff as well to point O, or we had to join.
Acha, very good question. You didn't know. Now tell me, otherwise, how will you make 60-degree angle?
Yes, I understood.
No. Now I'll give you something more interesting. Now, everyone, this is. I am Anurag Chaube. Understood? Two girls have proposed me. One is shorter in height. One is taller in height. GF1, GF2, girlfriend 1, girlfriend 2. देखो अभी पूरा समझ में आएगा. When I'll talk with girlfriend 1, what will I say? I also like you at this height. And then the other one tells, what about me? I like you. It's a 60-degree. Clear. As simple as that. Understood? See, these examples make it fun, but they make you understand. Lag post has always is at the height. You have to join it. Therefore, there are many people who say, I will always have a life partner who is taller to me in height, so that when I speak with her, I speak with pride like this. And when she speaks, she bends her eyes down and speaks. ये भी लोग बोलते हैं. Clear? ठीक है ना अली? समझा देना इसको कुछ क्लास में. Now you all have medicine apart from the child from Africa, underfed. Shall we go to the next one? Vakul, what happened, beta? You are on the street light. Suddenly darkness is prevailing all across you. Better now. Shall we take the next one? Next one, no help at all, okay? Zero help. Yes. Oh, it's hot. Hot. Try. Read the question. Don't be in a hurry to make a diagram. That is a tall boy. So boy's height is, oh, I'm supposed to keep quiet. What all are the objects in this question? Tell me. There is a boy. There is a boy. There is a building. So we can obviously make our ground and we can erect the building and make the boy stand. Is it agreed or not? Yes, that's the way actually to do. You should have a scribble pencil first and make a rough diagram. Once your rough diagram is okay, then make your final diagram. Very good. Aryash, ठीक जा रहा है. Now the boy will walk like Super Mario. One more angle. Bas. Done. देखा? After he has started growing his hair, his brains have also started to grow. भाई साहब आप लेकिन कंघी करके नहीं आ रहे, 2-3 दिन से देख रहा हूं मैं. You know what is my saddest pleasure? You stay in P Tower. Remember, you're the farthest. I'll ask you to go comb and then come and join the class from here, not from house. No. That's not allowed. That may be allowed in your home and school, not in my class. All right. Again, राघव क्या हो रहा है प्रॉब्लम पता है? यू आर ट्राइंग टू कंस्ट्रक्ट वन ट्राइंगल इन योर माइंड. भूल जाओ ट्राइंगल को, भूल जाओ, ट्राइंगल है ही नहीं. व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन द डायग्राम? बॉय और एक बिल्डिंग है, तो बना ना, एक बॉय और एक बिल्डिंग बना. तुम्हारा जमीन, ठीक है. हियर यू हैव टू मेक वन बॉय. और क्या बनाना है? बिल्डिंग. बहुत अच्छी बात है. इट इज अ बिल्डिंग. वन बिल्डिंग हैज टू बी मेड. A building, boy and building. Now you only start feeding me data. What is the next data given? Boy building तो हो गया. Now boy की height कितनी है? 1.5 meter. And this boy will be walking also. As he walks, will his height reduce? No. So let's make the diagram little bit more interesting. Let's put a bar from his height. This is a 1.5. A boy will be walking on these rails only, right? So let's bring the boy. Boy will be walking towards the building. Agreed? Right? He has also come to meet his girlfriend. Always remember that story. So the height of the boy, let's give him a name, AB. AB is how much? 1.5. And the building is what, say, XY, right? Find the distance he walked with. Okay, fine. Now what is to say? The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building. Now the angle of elevation is from his eyes to the top of the building. Bhai sahab, from his eyes. So from his eyes to the top of the building, right? Increases from 30 degree to 60 degree. See, he is seeing the building like this now. Increases. So increases from 30 degree to 60 degree. So my bacha, if this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree. Agreed or not? Right? As he walks towards the building, find the distance he has walked. So this we can write as A dash B dash. They're basically asking you how much is B dash. Find the distance he has walked. In this whole problem, something has not changed. What is it? The height of the building. And if the height of the building is h, then this much portion is how much? H minus 1.5. Do you agree or not? Because your entire calculation will be not on h. Your entire calculation will be on h minus 1.5. Because the triangle is not from the ground. The triangle is from his eyes. No. If we extend the line, where do you extend it? This one will go far away. Yes, Anurag, what was your question? I have answered yours. Height of the building is given or what, beta? Oh my dear, such a nice. After I gave him girlfriend example, see, he has become so attentive in class. I really appreciate it. So this is how much? 30 minus 1.5. So this should be how much? 28.5 meters. Wow, Anurag, aa gaye yaar. Truly appreciate. I didn't see that. Now job is more easy. Got it? Your triangles are only on the top. So you have to find what? You have to find this. So if you calculate this or the whole one, then also you know it is this much. Brother, it's an easy problem. You take tan 60, your job is done. How much is tan 60, beta? Tan of 60 should be equal to 28.5 divided by, say this point is C, A dash C. Agreed? From here you will get what is A dash C. A dash C is 28.5 divided by root 3. Fine. And now take the bigger one. Tan 60, tan 30. Tan 30 is equal to how much? 28.5 divided by how much? No, 28.5 divided by A dash C plus BB dash. And BB dash is what you have to find out. You have the value of A dash C here also. In fact, you can divide the two also. It becomes much more easier. See, if you divide these two, then also your equation becomes easy. Tan 60 and tan 30, if you divide, job becomes easy. How much is tan 60? Root 3. How much is this side? 1 by root 3 equal to 28.5 by A dash C into A dash C plus BB dash divided by 28.5. But still, you will need this. These two will cancel. This one will become 3, but 2 unknowns. So you have to calculate this. Calculate this and feed here. Here it becomes easy. Now it becomes root 3 is equal to, this cancels this, right? So it becomes, and this, so it becomes 1 plus BB dash by A dash. ऐसे भी आप कर सकते. Any way you do, you have to solve one thing. You have to solve. Yes, sir.
So
like आपने उधर 30 minus 1.5 लिया था।
क्यों लिया? आप मुझे बताओ ट्राइंगल्स कौन से हैं? Which triangles are you able to see? You in trigonometry is right angle triangle. What are the right angle triangles?
First is XAC.
XAC. So whatever you take tan or anything, the opposite side will be only XC. XC की measurement कितनी है? टावर की हाइट माइनस बॉयज हाइट. टावर की हाइट है 30, बॉय की हाइट है 1.5. So it is how much? 28.5. See, all diagrams you did so far were coming onto the ground. ये ground पे नहीं आ रहा है ना? मजो आयो? All of you understood? Shreya madam, Ali sir, have you understood or not?
Sir, I didn't completely understand that.
You didn't? Okay, shall we make the diagram once again? चलो, कोई बात नहीं. This is what you should speak out. Appreciate it. Someday I have to show your girlfriend's house also. Then everything will become clear. Chalo. So let's read the question. There is a boy and there is a tower. So let's just focus on the boy and the tower. Okay, Ali, step by step. There is a boy and there is a tower. So let's make the tower. There is a tower. Agreed? Ali, itna samajh mein aaya? Did you understand? It says that the boy's height is 1.5 meters tall and he is standing, and after some time the boy will be actually walking towards the building. As the boy walks, his height is not going to reduce. Do you agree or not? So what I am doing, I am also creating a parallel with the boy's height. So this is the parallel with the boy's height, right? And the boy will be walking towards the building. Let us say the boy is now here. Understood? It says that the angle of elevation from his eyes, these are his eyes, right, to the top of the building increases. So initially, how is the boy looking at the building? Initially, the boy is looking like this to the building top. Agreed? This angle increases as he goes towards the building. Obviously, the angle has increased, and they have given the figure that the angle increases from how much? 30 to 60. So this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree. Now you may ask me a question. How do you know, sir? Apply common sense. More you are near to the tower, more you will be looking like this. When you book a ticket on a Book My Show, where do you book? As rear as possible, so that your neck pains less. Your angle of elevation should be small in the theater. But if it is a very hit movie, we don't mind sitting in the front row, which in our days we used to call Gandhi class. After watching the movie, apply Iodex on your neck and sleep, because whole night your neck will pain. You will be watching Salman Khan like this. Understood? So now we have to find out what? Find the distance he walked towards the building. My dear friend, don't you think the fellow has walked this much distance towards the building? He has walked this much distance towards the building. This is what they are asking you to find out. And since the building height is 30 meters, so the applicable height for our only this much height would be 30 minus 1.5, which is 28.5. That's the height till here. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Next, I will be absolutely silent. I've lost voice. Ready? Shreya madam. Okay. Acha, by the way, when these go as PDF to you, the job is not to have bhelpuri on them. You're supposed to solve these problems at home. Because once you solve these basic problems, still we have not touched any competency-based question. In the exam, nowadays, the chances of getting problems like this is very less. You will get a competency-based question. Something like a crane boom. You know what is the boom of a crane? Boom of a crane which is lifting. The boom of a crane while lifting the vehicle makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal, and it starts moving and makes an angle 60. In Cambridge, there is an additional also. It then swivels 30-degree horizontal, crane will move, na? And then again comes this way. So the diagram actually splits into two pictures. Your life is much more easy. You are doing it in only one go. So those type of questions will come. So let us first understand how to do these. Ready for the next one? Goalie ready? Striker ready? Shall we? Yo man. Oh, why not, my dear? I love zooming, you know. I love zooming. Okay.
Yes.
Can you read it? And Lala planet flying at the light of 3000 meters. Yeah, you can read it now. It is quite clear. This is typically like refueling scene. Roger, I'm getting in. Oscar 1, get it. Maverick, Maverick. What's your call sign? Goose. Get over me right now. There's a problem in trigonometry. I never thought it would be so interesting. Maverick, get in right there. Goose right below. Top Gun problem, you know. Hey, what happened? Ananya, you are crashing the aircrafts. They're looking like baked beans. Hey, yesterday I have cleaned the whole house. Don't you rubber keep on using erasers? Five kilos of hair has come out. More than a beauty salon. Contributed by all of you. No tying hairs. By the time you all pass out, I can weave one carpet. Just, I'll give you one hint, okay? How do you measure height? In geometry, how do you measure height? What is the other name for height in a triangle? What is the other name for height in a triangle? Altitude. Altitude, how do you draw altitude? Like a bamboo. Like a bamboo. So the planes are on that bamboo only, na? So the planes are on the bamboo. वो wrong है. ये wrong है ये diagram. Why is it wrong? No, why is it wrong? You did not read it properly. What you did not read, you know, Ananya madam, you are not reading the question. Passes vertically over another aeroplane. That's why I'm saying, Goose, get underneath. One aircraft, yes, passes over another aircraft. Then only you get the altitude. Aeroplane is flying at a height of 3000 meters from the ground. Very easy. Passes vertically over another. The aeroplane is always maintaining 3000 as its altitude. Maverick, what's your AGL? Actual ground line, 3000 altitude, maintained. Right now I'm passing over another aircraft. My altitude is still 3000. And that aircraft would be something below 3000. The angle can be formed. Now, wink, wink. That's it. And the angles of elevation from the same point in the ground. Looks more like a whale. Whale is maintaining now how much? 3000 altitude. And now whale is passing over what? Another whale. Agreed? What is the height of? This height is 3000. And you are watching the aircraft from a same point on the ground. Toink, toink, I'll not show anymore. Now you draw. Vakul, what is the score right now? I see you are glued to YouTube actually. What happened, darling? Your players had fatigue under Chepak climate that day?
It's already so hot. So
No, you mean to say the other team was having some cold ice packs or what?
oh, they were very sensitive.
Are Sudarshan is also a Tam, yeah. He's also a Tamil guy. Huh?
It's
You got one Sardar from Ludhiana, na, now. He is not able to bear the heat in Chepak.
so hot.
So hot, so what? What about Sai Sudarshan? He didn't feel the heat or what? He was under jacket? Grapes are sour. My daughter actually had asked me to call you on that day. But I said that, you know, we are human beings at last. And we have been taught not to pour salt on others' wounds. So I did not call.
Yeah, but we said like one match.
One match करते करते tournament चला गया. One match.
There was 83 against it.
You guys played it very bad with Ravindra Jadeja. It is his curse which is falling on your team.
No, in fact, very smart. There's no one to take on Dhoni's legacy. Like, there's no good captaincy.
Hey, hey, you send him to old age home. Dhoni's legacy.
And they said,
How much money they paid you to speak all these things?
I hate my but not to say.
You dye that jersey with some neutral color. Or next day the maid comes in your house and says, Amma, kotta pocha kavali. You give it your jersey. है ना? घर का पोछा मारो उस जर्सी से, कम काम में आएगा. Our Thambi is playing back-to-back 2 innings. Sudarshan.
That's what he started and said he's protecting.
You can ask them to go and contest for PSL. Maybe you'll get one motorcycle and hair dryer.
The water that player has got oil was washed oil and pasta.
Ah,
So
good. So you play some PSL and come back.
it's very beautiful. So
हुआ कि नहीं? Have you been able to draw the diagram? How many still need help with the diagram? Children, don't hesitate. Tell me, we are learning. Anyone needs help with the diagram? Anyone? Anyone? You need a help? How can the answer be negative? So we have a ground level, and from this ground level, there are 2 aircrafts which are flying. So you need not show your aircrafts. All you can do is just create one height, and there are 2 aircrafts. Let's say one aircraft is here and one aircraft is here. The top aircraft is maintaining 3000 meters height from the ground, and they're being observed from the same point on the ground. They're being observed from the same point on the ground. Can you now tell me what should be the degrees? Okay, it's 60 and 45 degree. So obviously the lower height will be at 45 degree. The higher height will be at 60 degree. This is A, this is the first aircraft B, this is C, and this is D. And this height is 3000 meters. Any other information given? Nothing. They've given route to find the vertical distance between the 2 aeroplanes. The vertical distance between the 2 aeroplanes is h, and we have to find out the value of h. So we're going to play with tan now. with AD becoming a common item. Shall we? Tan of 45. Tan 45 is equal to how much? CD by AD, right? So you get AD is equal to CD. Tan 45 is 1. So AD is equal to CD. The next one that we will take up is tan of 60. Tan 45 makes your life easy. Tan 60 will be how much? Tan 60 will be 3000. Okay. 3000 divided by AD. Agreed? 3000 can be better broken as H plus AD divided by AD. Bas, now do it. AD and CD are same. H plus CD, AD, all are same. So in fact, you can first make a relation from here also. Instead of AD, you can write as H plus CD. What is tan 60's value, children? Root 3. So we can write root 3 AD minus AD is equal to H. And you have another or replace all the ADs by H. Then also it becomes easy. Your wish. Make it more simple. 3000. And 3000 is what? H plus AD. These two are actually equal in length since it is 10. 3 meters. Anyone got the answer? 3 meters पे 2 एयरक्राफ्ट उड़ेगा क्या कभी भी? हाँ. Yeah, they have given root 3 value at the end of the day. 2190 by root 3. 2190 by root 3 is 2190 divided by 1.72, which is roughly 2. So 2190's 2 is 11, 10 point something, 105 something will be the answer, which looks correct. Make your calculations simpler as possible. Another one, diagrams at least, so that you practice the diagrams with me. Huh? Explain what? Workout. This workout you want. Have you understood tan of 45? Tan 45 is what? CD divided by AD. Agreed? But CD and AD are same because it is 1. Tan 45 is 1. And if you take 36, then from here you can write. AD is equal to how much? 3000 by tan 60. Tan 60 is how much better? Root 3. So this is 3000 divided by root 3. This is also AD. This is also AD. That means we can write CD's value as 3000 by root 3. This is how much? See how to make it easy. Root 3 into 1000 divided by root 3. Agreed? Root 3 cut. They have given root 3 as how much? 1.73. 1.73 if you multiply by 1000. What is the value? 1.73. 2 more units, right? 1000. So 1730 is the value of CD. Means this value is how much? 1730. This is also 1730. And now you just subtract 1730 from 3000. Amma, so easy. 1730. 0, 7, 1 plus 7, 8, 8, 2. 1 carry over, 1 and 1, 2, 2, 1. 1270. 1270 meters away at a height are the two aircrafts. That's almost a kilometer. भाई साहब 2 मीटर में मत लाइए. In 2 meters, one aircraft will have turbulence over the other aircraft. Got it? How to solve? These are tricks that you should employ. 3000 divided by root 3 is root 3 and the root 3 into 1000 3000. Vakul, I know these are all Hebrew and Latin for you because you have not yet started. So just freeze one day. From tomorrow, I will do it. When is the tomorrow? I equal to n plus 1. Every day the sun shines, I have a plan. The sun shines again, I have another plan. One more. Only diagram. Ready? And why do you want this workout? You do it at home on your own. Hey God? Last. Oh, my boy will say, sir, can you zoom it? Zoom. A man standing on the deck of a ship, which is 10 meters above the water level. The deck is 10 meters above the water level. Obviously, the man cannot stand on water. Observes the angle of elevation of a hill at 60 degree and the angle of depression of the base of the hill. Now, the base of the hill will be below the water or maybe at the water level, but below his standing level. Find the distance of the hill from the ship and the height of the hill. So here we have a ship, we have a hill, which we have a top of the hill also and a bottom of the hill also. The first thing that you should make is the water level. First thing is water level. Let us make the water level. This is water. The hill will be always from the water level. Yes or no? Rise up. So the hill will be something like this. This is your hill. Now the man is on the deck of a ship. So let us make one seep, one nice seep. Yeah. This is the ship. Agreed? So you give a parallel to the ship's deck also. This is the deck of the ship. This is the deck of the ship. How much is the height of the deck of the ship? 10 meters from the water level. That means this much is 10 meters. From here, a man standing, which is 10 meters above. Now the man's height is not given. So we'll take it from here. And let's put the altitude of the hill. So let's say this is the altitude of the hill. Right? The man observes. What all does he observe? He observes the height of the hill. So the man is here, and from here he is observing the height of the hill, as well as he also has an angle of depression to the bottom of the hill. So he has an angle of depression also to the bottom of the hill. Agreed? Now we have our markings. The top angle is how much, beta? 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. And the angle of depression. What is the angle of depression? Look, look, look. The man's eyes are here. He is negligible. His line of sight is this. Depression angle is this angle, which is nothing but same as this angle. This is the line of sight of the person. He's standing on the deck. So he's depressed, elevate. Depressed, elevate. So depression angle is this one. This is the depression angle, 30 degree, which is same as this angle being 30 degree. What we have to find out? What is the ship's distance from the hill base? So one is you have to calculate this particular distance. Okay. And then what we have to calculate? We have to also calculate the height of the hill. That is this. And this 10 meter is given to you. Once you know 10 meter and once you know 30 degree, don't you know what is this distance? Nonsense, you people are. Tan of 30. Tan of 30 is equal to 10 divided by distance. Yes or no? So what is the distance? The distance is 10 divided by 1 by root 3. So it will be 10 root 3, which is equal to 17.32. So this distance we have already calculated. It's an easy problem. And next we have to find out what? Height. Height of the building. Take from 60. So if you take 60 degree, then you get this small height and this. So let's take tan 60. Tan of 60. Tan of 60 degree will give me what? So let's say this is A and this is X. It will give me AX divided by 17.32. Agreed? So AX is equal to what? 17.32 was what? Root 3 into 10. Root 3 into another 3. So this will become 30. Root 3 into 10 into root 3. So this becomes 30. And the height will be overall how much? 30 plus 10, which is equal to 40 meters. Done. If you take 30 degrees tan, you get 10 divided by root 3. Therefore, don't use the root 3. Right? And if you take 60 degree, then you get AX by 10 root 3. AX by 10 root 3. This is 10 root 3. This is same as AX by 10 root 3. And 60 is root 3. Root 3 is 3. And 3 into 10 is 30. So there were 2 or 3 more problems, which I will anyway give you the PDF. Right. Our next class starts from polynomials. And polynomials is interesting in grade 10. You remember a little bit from grade 9, right? Anyways, we will do. Okay? Practice this chapter, because this chapter we will revisit, but we won't get to do it. We spent 1 month on this chapter. Not a joke. Understood? Before you go, just have a look. This is one only small chapter on, this is a small chapter on trigonometry only, grade 2. Okay, right?